Fashion Insider friends, what is up? This is the Fashion Crimes podcast where I cover all things fashion, style, shopping, style inspiration, and interview incredible small business owners who are changing the fashion industry for the better. Yes, I'm the best friend you never knew you needed and the poster child for fashion over 40. And I mean way after 40. Say it with me, fashion and style are your friends, not your enemies. I'm Holly Cates, your favorite personal stylist, and let's keep it real, the only Holly you need to know. Turn it up, because I got a lot to say, and I am super stoked you're here. Hey, what is up? What's going on? And what's the haps? This is the Fashion Crimes podcast. I am your hostess with the mostest, of course, your favorite personal stylist and the only Holly you need to know, Holly Cates. Yay, coming at you. We are here for Grammys Fashion 2022, and boy, do we have a lot to say. But first, before we dive into it, because we're just going to go for it, let's be honest, I'm here with my stylist, my best gay, celebrity stylist, my bestie, my rock, my confidant, and a very unhealthy relationship I have with my bestie. What's up, Nolan?
Hello. How are you?
Oh my God. I am so honored that you are back to discuss Grammys fashion, because when I was talking to Marilyn and I said, we're going to talk about fashion from the Grammys, she goes, what fashion?
Well, I have a lot of opinions and I'm here. I've just left the Mark Hotel, fresh off of the Martini train.
Damn, you're drunk. Are you drunk? Or are you just like, eh?
No, I'm not, unfortunately.
Because I don't need you getting arrested while you're recording this podcast, because that would be unfortunate.
Or would it be iconic?
Okay. So do you want to do the same formula? You go, I go, you go, I go. That worked out well. Do you not?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
You're first. You're the guest. Noli, we love you. Thank you. Grammys 2022. What we loved, what we hated, what needed a mirror.
Let's unpack.
Because
I actually have some very controversial opinions, ones that I'm almost 100% sure you will disagree with. So I'm interested to unpack this. I will start with my best dressed, which I'm sure it's no surprise. I'm hoping you can guess is Dua Lipa in Versace. It's a black leather and probably crap gown that is inspired by the 1992 bondage dress that has been worn by Cindy Crawford and Naomi Campbell and Kim Kardashian. And it was just, I saw it and I audibly gasped.
She's not my best, but she looks gorgeous. Let's be honest.
Well, I'm a sucker for fashion history.
I'm
a sucker for a throwback, for a bit of fashion nostalgia. I loved it. I think she's gorgeous. I think she's very talented. I thought it was perfect for her. I thought the accessorizing was very cool with the layered necklaces and bracelets. It kind of gave a nod to that like 1995 Linda Evangelista layered lots of Chanel jewelry look that Cardi B kind of referenced a couple of years ago. So that was pretty amazing.
It's fucking cool. I'm not going to lie. And let's talk about her boobs fit appropriately in this dress, because she is small chested and she doesn't have her tits hanging out.
Well, they also made that dress for her. So, I mean, again, when you have a house like Versace, they do tailoring and they do, how do I say this? Support for the ladies very well.
Right. I mean, she showed up for that dress. Her hair is platinum blonde. She looks fabulous. She looks mature. She doesn't look too young. And this could be taken as slutty, but I think it's sick.
It's not. It's very, listen, if it was on someone, if it was on Madonna, I take that back. If it was on Madonna, I'd probably be gasping for air. But if it was on anybody else other than Madonna, I think I would think it was whorish. But I think for me, it was perfect. It was exactly what I wanted. And one of my favorite parts of the whole night, which I, of course, put you through and I put on my Instagram, was one of my favorite PR people in the whole world put it on his Instagram story. And everyone knows how much I love the comedian Kathy Griffin.
Oh, yeah, duh.
It was a video of her from her days on her television show where she was at a radio station and was like having a moment. And it was this clip of her going, I need to talk to a gay person. Where are the gays? And she like walks up and she like says, I need to see a gay person. Are you gay? And the PR person posted that with the caption, like me seeing Dua Lipa in that Versace dress. And it was, I need to talk to some gays. person. I need a gay person. Like that was me last night with that dress.
It is beyond. I mean, again, definitely one of my top 3 for sure. But I have a tie for best dressed. Can we please talk about Halsey and Prasad?
Okay. I loved it. I didn't die for it because there was a McQueen dress from like, I want to say it's like 1998 or 1999 or something, that one of my favorite vintage dealers actually posted about today. She has it in her archive. It is scarily similar, although the draping is more in the back than in the front. So it was a little close to that for me, but she looks beautiful. It was just a little close for comfort to that for me. But I thought she looked stunning. And listen, she very rarely looks beautiful on a red carpet, I'll be honest.
I know. The hat, I'm a sucker for her hat.
Right. And she usually does look like she's going to the circus. So she looked good. But it's not a high bar for her, I'll be honest. And I love Halsey.
But Nolan, how sophisticated. We have never seen her look this chic. And even with the tattoos, it looks like she's wearing pearls. They're probably diamonds, but with the hat and the simplicity, but it wasn't simplicity because it was edgy, because it was a corset dress. I just talk about audibly guessed because this is so different than how she normally looks. She looks like a woman. She doesn't look.
Yeah, but for me, it's like a participation award. It's like a congratulations, you actually understood the assignment for once. You know what I mean?
I hear you, but she's not Lady Gaga, okay? And she's not over the top like that. For her, this is a win. I'm sorry, it's just a win.
It is a win. I just don't think for me, it wasn't best dressed, but it was a win. I think she looked beautiful, especially for her.
I love her, and to see her show up.
She's really an incredible performer. I've seen her live on 4 or 5 different occasions, and she really is a fabulous performer.
I loved her, and I hate to say this because I want this dress, and you're going to say no, and I don't know who the designer is because it doesn't say it, is Avril Lavigne.
I don't know if I saw Avril Lavigne.
So she is wearing this tooled layer halter dress, and it's short in the front and party in the back. And it says something around the waist, like love sucks or something like that. That's what it looks like it says. But she's got, her hair is really long and it's got orange on the tips. It's super edgy and it has and it has ostrich feathers on the shoulders. I'm here for it.
I actually do know the dress you're talking about, and I have a lot of feelings about it. I think the silhouette is beautiful. Couple things. One, get rid of the fucking belt with the words on it.
I know.
It's the Grammys. You do not wear a wedge to the Grammys. That's not appropriate.
Why?
Because a wedge is not formal. A wedge says, I'm going to a fabulous barbecue in the Hamptons. Okay, it doesn't say I'm going to the Grammys.
Nolan, who makes that dress?
I don't know. And the reason I don't know is because it's essentially poor man's Jean-Baptiste Valli.
Wow, that stung. Wow, that stung.
It's poor man. This says I can't afford Jean-Baptiste Haute Couture, or I asked for it and they said they didn't want me to wear it. So I'm going to have someone else make a low budget ASOS version. That's really what this says to me. I'm sorry. If Jean-Baptiste did this dress, I would be shatting my pants over it because the tulle would look expensive. The tulle would look like it was perfectly layered. It's fine. She looks like the goth girl going to prom, personally.
Okay, I hear you. I just think she looks so pretty in this. I just think I get it.
If Jean-Baptiste did it, it would be like a sky blue color or a soft pink or a lilac or a soft orange. And it would be the most sensational dress.
She's just so pretty. I just thought she looked so pretty. Should the belt say sad hand job of Jean-Baptiste Valli?
No, it should say my Amex is gold, not black, so I have the poor person's dress.
That is not nice.
That's what it should say, because it should say I can't afford Jamba anymore. I'm sorry. That's how I listen. I think she looks beautiful for her, but again, the bar is not high.
I hear you. What do you think of, how do I say it? Za and Jean-Paul Gaultier. I was chatting over this.
I love Gaultier. It's not for everybody, but I think the Grammys is the time to do it.
It kind of looks like a wedding dress to me. It's like all nude tulle and you can see the boning, and she is curvy, honey. And it's all floral appliques all down the front with a big train. It's like a mermaid dress. It looks like a wedding dress, but she looks gorgeous.
Good for I mean, listen, good for her. And
yeah, she looks beautiful. Anyway, your turn. I took 2 turns.
Okay. Let's talk about
Gaga.
Gilead. No, well, I was going to say Gaga, actually, I think she looked beautiful.
Beautiful.
But she disappointed me.
I'm sorry.
And I'll tell you why.
Would you like her to fucking tap dance? What was so upsetting to you?
And I'll tell you why. What I love about Gaga is her versatility and the fact that she never looks out of place.
Right.
So she could be wearing, that gorgeous white Brandon Maxwell gown she wore at the Oscars, or she could be wearing a meat dress, and it somehow works with her personality. She always understands the assignment. Like the Met Gala for camp, she showed up in a dress that turned into 3 different dresses. She gets it. So what didn't make sense to me was, it's the Grammys and you're in Las Vegas. Why so serious? It's an exquisite dress. It is an absolutely exquisite dress. But she should be wearing that on the red carpet at the Oscars. Or
maybe she didn't want to be so funky. Maybe she wanted.
But the Grammys is the time to be funky.
I know.
The Grammys is the time to show up and be edgy, be a rock star, because you are one. Instead, she chose an old Hollywood glamour dress, which is fine, not for the Grammys. I'm not saying she didn't look beautiful. It just didn't fit for me. I would have loved to have seen her in a crazy rock and roll Saint Laurent moment, like a velvet Saint Laurent tuxedo with nothing underneath and crazy diamonds, or something like that. Something a little, I'd love to see her lean into like a rock and roll kind of thing for this. But, she looked beautiful, I think.
She looked gorgeous. And again, it kind of looked like a little wedding-y to me. I know that it was black, but it was definitely out of character, like you said, for the Grammys, but I loved it. I did not like it. It
was just a little too, I don't even know what. It just wasn't all that for me. Okay, I have a couple I want to talk about, and you're probably going to want to punch me, and that's okay. I want to talk about the Biebers.
I can't.
First of all, she's wearing Yves Saint Laurent, this like silk long dress.
It looks like a wedding dress, Nolan.
Every time I see her, she looks like she's being held hostage. She looks like she does not want to be there. And I saw a tweet today that was, I love the fact that Hailey Bieber has no aura and no vibe at all. Like she's just there.
She does look dead inside.
She looks dead inside. And him, and this is where we're going to disagree. And I actually had a conversation with my fashion fairy godmother, friend of the podcast, Jennifer, this morning, because she loved this look in certain aspects. And honestly, as did I on him, because I liked that he took a fashion risk. That being said, I said that he looked like a 12-year-old in 1996 trying to dress like Snoop Dogg. Because you have the white tank top and the sunglasses and the fucking awful Croc boots and the hat. No. If he had done this suit with exquisitely tailored, like a shirt underneath or nothing underneath and a loafer and not all the tattoos, I think it would have been monumental. Because a couple of years ago, Lady Gaga wore this crazily oversized Marc Jacobs suit, and that was to hide her body, which I understand, but it was fabulous. It wasn't sexy or whatever. It was interesting, and it was playing with fashion and proportion and size, and I loved it. He could have done this in a cool way, but instead it looked like a bad Halloween costume, and that's why it annoyed me.
Let me tell you why it annoyed me. Because he looked in the mirror and said, okay, yeah, this looks good. That's A. B, he's too skinny to pull this off. I think I understand where you're going with the simplicity of it and the off play of trying to pull this look off, but he doesn't have the body for it. I think if he was bigger, if he was taller, if he was more filled out, maybe he could.
He looks like a 12-year-old trying to dress like Snoop Dogg.
He looks like a fucking 12-year-old. And I'm sorry you've never been in a tanning bed before, but they give you glasses to put over your eyes that look just like that. And then he said, oh shit, hold on, I forgot my pink beanie. Bitch, no. How about no? And if I was her, if that was my husband, I would fucking smack him to next Tuesday.
Okay, well, let's not glorify domestic violence.
I just cannot believe, as gorgeous as she is, she's going to let her husband walk around looking like a fucking moron like that. It's just,
you know what? I want her to wear vintage because she has the kind of body where she can wear fucking anything, and she's stunning. I want her in that Roberto Cavalli dress with the metal spine up the back. That's what I want to see her in. Instead, she looks like she wrapped a towel around herself.
Totally.
And said, let's do this.
She looks like she's wearing a wedding dress, but
like not even a good one.
Not even a good one. Like, hi, I work in an office in whatever, Nebraska, and I want a very simple wedding dress, and I want my hair to be very simple, and I want to stand on the side of a mountain. That's what she looks like to me.
I'm just not that into her. I don't find her that interesting.
Can I talk about Joni Mitchell for a second?
I don't think I saw Joni Mitchell.
First of all, she's 100. Okay. And it looks like she's wearing Johnny Was. And if anyone doesn't know who Johnny Was is, it is a designer that's been around since the early 70s. And they do like boho scarves and like beach, like cover ups and like silk printed and applique oversized tunics and blouses. It's pretty cool. It's got like a desert vibe. When I met Nolan, I was wearing Johnny Was, and we almost got divorced. But anyway,
I put a stop to that real quick.
I don't wear Johnny Was anymore. But the fact that Joni Mitchell showed up with her hair in pigtails, she's wearing a red leather beret, a white zhuzh to the floor that looks like a fucking tablecloth, and a floral suit and red beads. I'm here for it. I'm fucking here for it. I'm not going to lie.
I
love the fact that she showed up. Good for her.
I mean, and it's the topic of women in suit. Let's talk about Brandi Carlile.
Oh, ay.
In this custom Venus Hugo Boss situation. All I could think of was like a rhinestone cowboy. It was so bad. It was just...
I'm not familiar with her career as much or what she sings, but I am shocked that I don't even want to know how much that suit costs.
Well, it's custom Hugo Boss. I mean, it was, and unfortunately, I have a friend who works on the PR team that has Hugo Boss. And I was like, they posted it and I was like, I get it. And I'm sure for Brandi Carlile, she looks good. But it was just a lot for me.
It was a lot. And I mean, good for her, but it was a little crazy. And who was she married to?
No idea. It's definitely a woman.
Yes. I'm looking at her picture. She has a suit on too. I just don't know what her name is. And it says here that Brandi Carlile paid tribute to Elton John at the Grammys with a psychedelic tuxedo that weighed 30 pounds. Bitch is not playing. Okay. She is not here to play. And I respect that. That is mad respect for me. And it was a lot, but that's cool. That's edgy. That's give somebody something to talk about. I'm not mad at her for this at all. I'm really not. I think it's cool.
I mean, I have a couple more I want to talk about. Okay. Cynthia Arrivo in Louis Vuitton. I loved this dress if it didn't have the stupid embellished sequin bits underneath it, like the sleeves and the high neck. If she had just worn this dress, this sort of lilac-y colored embroidered dress with these ruched shoulders, I think it would have been spectacular. And she has on these incredible Boucheron plume earrings I'm obsessed with, that are like my favorite earrings in the world right now. And it would have been spectacular. For me, the sequin underpiece kind of ruins it. I still think she looks good. It just kind of ruins it for me. She should have had enough faith in the over part of the dress that would have been enough. Although, to be honest, if she'd just worn that, I might have said it was slightly too serious. So that dress for me, the like top part of it, the silky part, would have been perfect for like, a red carpet for the Venice Film Festival or in Cannes on, a very windy afternoon kind of thing. But I think she looked good. What
about Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker and Ed Oaks and Giveon?
I give up with those two.
Kourtney looks like she hasn't slept in a week. I mean, she does. It looks like she doesn't have any makeup on. She's wearing a black suit. It's not that fucking special. And Travis Barker, we've talked about this before. He looks like a fucking skeleton.
Well, he also always looks like one of the blind mice from Shrek.
He's wearing a hot pink oversized old lady's opera coat. So it's just fucking weird to me. And it's weird because he has on a tux, and I bet he looks amazing in his tux, but he has this hot pink coat over it, and he won't smile, and he looks like he just got out of jail with the tattoos on his face.
Yeah, just not my fave. Not gonna lie to you.
Did you see Jared Leto in Gucci?
I did. I'd rather forget it. Instead, I'd like to talk about Lil Nas X in Balmain. He was wearing this pearl-encrusted Balmain jacket, pant, and boot that was very similar to a Balmain beaded mini that Kim Kardashian wore the week of her wedding to Kanye West. And the second I saw that, I was like, boom, that dress. I remember that dress on her. I loved the jacket on him.
I fucking love the jacket.
The pants suck and the boots are atrocious.
The boots are atrocious.
Jacket,
yes, I agree with you. I am shatting over this jacket right now because he can pull that off.
Yes, and if he had done the pant skinnier and more tailored with a black pointed boot, I would have been like best dressed guy by far.
Right.
Because of the fucking moon boots, it makes me angry.
Did they custom made this for him, right?
Of course they did. And I'm sure he said, I want to give Kim Kardashian vibes. Because Kim Kardashian does this thing where every couple of years she finds a new designer and she has them make everything for her. So around the time of her wedding, it was Olivier Rousteing for Balmain. And then she switched to Riccardo Tisci at Givenchy. And then these days, she's wearing a lot of Demna for Balenciaga. And Balmain was very much of her of that time. And I'm sure he said, like, I want to, channel Kim Kardashian, circa, whatever. And they brought out this dress. And this dress was amazing. I remember this dress. It was, to me, I'll send a picture of you so you can post it for the podcast. It is one of my favorite looks she's ever worn. She wore it in Paris the week of her wedding, this mini sort of pearl-encrusted, long-sleeve, high-neck, super embroidered dress.
Oh, that sounds gorge.
It was magnificent. And I loved that he referenced that.
But how do you sit on pearls? Can you explain that to me, please?
Carefully.
That sounds really uncomfortable.
Well, they might be inside you for a brief period, but you just kind of get used to it. Another that I wanted to talk about was Billy Porter. Usually, I'm very pro Billy Porter. I think the theme for me for this Grammys, maybe even this award season, everything went one step too far. Everything had one thing too much. Bieber had the fucking stupid accessories.
So
Travis
dumb.
Barker had the opera coat. Lil Nas X had the hooker boots. Cynthia Arrivo had the silver sequin thing under the dress. Everybody had one thing too many. And for me, Billy Porter, it was the beauty.
Wow.
I loved the pink Valentino outfit. It's from the most recent collection they did, where Pier Paolo did all pink and all black looks. And I loved his statement about it. He said that, when you do everything in a monochromatic way, it forces you to look at things other than color, like silhouette, shape, texture, cut, all of these things. And I loved that. And I think the shade of pink is so incredible. I think it looks amazing on Billy Porter. But the fucking purple lipstick, what are you doing? Take it off.
Yeah. He looks like a woman.
It's Halloween-y. It's but it's not even that. It's that if the color doesn't go.
But
it's not even that.
He's wearing hot pink opera gloves. I'm just saying.
Again, you don't need the gloves either. Like for me, you just pick one thing and knock it out of the park. Don't have 85 things going on.
And it looks like a Judith Lieber bag, like a clutch. That's what it looks like. I mean, he looks like he's dressed like a woman. Okay. Okay.
What about Tiffany Haddish? I loved Tiffany Haddish in Prada.
Oh, again, this was very similar to what she wore in the Grammys. This was at the Oscars. She loves this mermaid style dress and she pulls it off. She has a beautiful figure. Her hair looks incredible because she's wearing it natural. And she showed up for the dress. She looks sophisticated and it looks like you can actually take her somewhere nice. She looks beyond beyond gorgeous. And I'm so happy for her and proud of her for the way she has developed stylistically. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Fair. I have a couple other like really pressing ones that need to be addressed.
Okay. Me too. You go first.
Megan Thee Stallion. It is so cheap looking. I can't even bear to look at it. It's Roberto Cavalli, zebra, cheetah print, silk. And it's just awful. It is an atrocious dress.
I mean, what do you expect someone like her to wear? I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
I'll be honest, I've seen her look incredible in the past. She might not be my kind of musician, but I have seen her look exquisite in the past. This was not it. She looked cheap, and she just, the issue is the fabric did not look expensive. And nothing makes me more angry than a celebrity in a dress with cheap looking fabric. It just bothers me.
Like Avril Lavigne.
The other one on my partial shit list, and this is where we're going to have a fight, and I'm ready for it. Billie Eilish.
Oh, really?
I actually think this had the ability to be her best look ever.
What are you saying to me right now?
Because it's very much her. It's architectural. It's dark and brooding. It's kind of vampy. If she hadn't worn the fucking boots, if she had worn it with a heel, it would have been vampy. It might not have been your style, but it would have been cool, and it would have been fashion forward. The fucking boots ruined it. It might not be my style either, but Rick Owens is very much a style. I like Rick Owens some of the time, and it would have been cool. I would have given her props. I would have said, listen, she showed up. She's showing a little bit more skin than she usually does.
Yeah.
It's super architectural. It's super, her. It's very Rick Owens. If she had worn a heel or a sandal or something with it, but instead she wore clunky boots. And so it just looked like she got lost in a Halloween shop. And it's just unfortunate because it had the potential to be good.
Maybe it did, but would it kill her to fucking smile? Would it kill her? She looks so ungrateful, and her hair is jet black. Her hair's been brown. It's been platinum blonde. It's been black. It's been this. If you're going to wear something like this, can you please act like you're grateful to be there? That is the only thing I ask. She just looks like she couldn't get the car keys from her mom. That's what she looks like to me. I hate the sunglasses. They're too narrow because they're too edgy for her to be so serious and so, hey, I'm so anti-fashion. Be anti-fashion, but be happy about it. I know you don't care if she smiles or not. I care. Again, she looked terrible at the Oscars. She looks even more terrible here. She's wearing this coat that looks like it's her dad's, that she split it down the back and the collar's in the front. It's just fucking weird. It's just fucking weird. I don't understand it. I don't have to understand it. It looks like it has a nod to Comme des Garçons, but it's not. It's Rick Owens. I get it, but it's just so like if somebody wore this with a smile, like you said, in a really cool boot or a heel or this, maybe I would say, oh, that's edgy and cool. It's not. It's not. She just makes me mad.
Hey, well, it just am disappointed. She could have done something so cool.
Can we talk about Olivia Rodrigo and Vivienne Westwood? I said she looked like Morticia Addams, but I loved it. I'm here for it.
I thought it was fine.
Okay. I loved it. I'm loving the glove moment. I love that it had like a silhouette in the front. She definitely gave me Morticia Addams vibes. And P.S., can we just get a little shout out for me? Because I was quoted in the Associated Press about Grammys Fashion. And the article was picked up by 278 publications. How you like them apples?
Yes.
Okay, I need a bigger reaction, please.
Well, I was here for the original reaction last night. So,
okay, can you replay it, please, for our fans?
I mean, there was a lot of applause.
Okay. Anyway, that's a big ass deal. Congratulations to me. Okay.
I mean, I do love that. Pretty fantastic. I will say that. And the AP is pretty incredible. So that was great. I mean, that was probably better than the outfit we saw last night.
I know, right?
Let's be honest.
That was the most exciting.
That was the most exciting part of last night.
Yeah, correct.
By far.
Anyway, so I'm very happy. And so you will be able to see some commentary from me and the Washington Post, in the Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Miami Herald, Chicago Tribune, blah, 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 blah. All of the list is going to be on my social media, but I have some clips up there now that Nolan and Amy were so nice to make for me. So check out my Instagram stories. That was exciting. Last question. Who is Giveon?
I'm not entirely sure, but I love the black Chanel outfit.
I know. He was in custom Chanel, and I am here for it, honey.
Well, Chanel does menswear very rarely, and when they do it, it's usually fabulous. And this was no exception.
It is fabulous. He is handsome.
I would wear it in a heartbeat.
And do you know who Chloe Bailey is?
I do, from Chloe and Halle. She looks fabulous in this silver moment.
She looks gorgeous in this Valentino. She looks like a disco ball, but it is all mirrored with a matching cape. Yes, honey.
It's an elegant disco ball.
It's a very elegant disco ball. And who is Allison Russell? Do you know her?
I do not, actually. I'm not familiar.
She has on a two-piece, like a tube top and a very long skirt with a train, but it looks like Joanna Ortiz is what it looks like. And it's got all these applique flowers on it. And she's got red sheer gloves. Yes, here for that. Love that. I still can't believe Joni Mitchell. I still can't believe
the
her.
last one that I want to talk about is Saweetie in pink Valentino.
Oh, yeah.
Which I loved, actually. I thought it was beautiful.
She was the cover picture for all of these publications.
Yeah, she looked great.
And I love hot pink. And that is a huge color right now, a huge trend. And again, with the bra top, we did not have a Tracy Ellis Ross moment where her boobs are lopsided and she's too old to wear this dress. She is absolutely age appropriate and boob appropriate in this dress. And she can hold it up. She looked gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Love it.
I mean, I absolutely love it. And she pulled it off right. I mean, it's just stunning. And who makes her dress? I can't find it.
It is Valentino Couture.
It is just gorgeous. And the gloves. Oh, and the necklace. She just looks stunning. And again, she's wearing her natural hair and it just looks beautiful. She doesn't need anything else. Like, it was enough. I was very happy, very, very happy for her. And I love Saweetie. And I love this. It's just so classic with an edge. It's giving me those Breakfast at Tiffany's vibes, but like for 2022.
Yeah, exactly.
She has another dress on where half her boob is hanging out, but it's still cool. I'm still here for it. I don't know who makes that dress. It's like the silver with the black. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. Good.
That's Oscar. That Oscar black taffeta gown.
Yes, I did love that gown. Actually, I saw Fernanda Garcia posted a video of it. It was actually quite spectacular, especially from the back.
Gorge. And again, she's got her boobs done. It's quite obvious, but it fits her the right way to where she doesn't have pancake boobs and she holds it up. It looks amazing. Amazing. Love her so much. Any last hates besides Megan Thee Stallion, which I know you hate her, but I don't hate her dress. I hate her.
I do. No, I just hate the dress. It bothers me.
Yeah, I can't get over Justin Bieber. It's not okay. Doja Cat, didn't love it. It's like she was wearing a leotard with something around the bottom, like sheer around the bottom. And her hair was like old Gwen Stefani from like circa 2005, where it was all sticking up. It was weird. But I'll tell you who did show up is freaking Chrissy Teigen.
She always looks good, though.
She looked beyond gorgeous hot pink taffeta dress that must have taken up 10 seats. Gorgeous.
I'm sure that was not a dress you could fit in, for sure.
I mean, she just looked beautiful. I'm really happy for her. She did look like a cupcake, but she looked like a princess. And she's wearing Nicole and Felicia Couture. Nolan, I've never heard of them.
I haven't either, which means it's not real couture, but not my business.
If it's couture, it's couture. What do you want?
No, it's not. That's not how that works.
Okay.
It's not couture unless the Sham Syndical, Joe Couture, however the hell you pronounce it. I'm not looking at it in front of me. Says it's couture. Otherwise, it's not couture.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell her you said that. Okay.
Good for her. I'm sure in their garage where they're making the dresses, it will really, the message will get through to them. I'm sure they know they're not couture.
That is so not nice. She looks gorgeous. Chrissy Teigen, I'm sorry Nolan said that. Don't take offense.
She does
to
look
it.
beautiful. It's just not couture.
She does look like a cupcake, but a very chic cupcake. To me, this looks like an Oscar gown.
That's fair. I loved it. I'm just saying it's not couture.
Okay.
Don't use that word. It's a very big word.
No, I hear you. I hear you. That's a bold statement. I loved Carrie Underwood. She did look like she was on Bridgerton. Like she looked like she was like British royalty, but she was wearing Dolce. Did you see what Carrie Underwood was wearing, Nolan?
Yeah, I don't like Dolce. I didn't like that dress.
Ugh,
I didn't like the color. I didn't like the silk. I didn't like, it just was too prommy. It was like, whatever.
It did look prommy, but she did, like I said, she looked like British royalty, but she just looked gorgeous in it. Okay. Don't hate her.
She looked beautiful, but it looked like she was going to high school prom.
What do you want?
Her to not dress like she's going to prom. It's really quite simple.
I hear you. And maybe you can style someone for next time. I mean, look at her in Dundas. What? Did you know she was wearing Peter Dundas? Now she looks like a fucking rock star. It's a bright yellow suit with appliques all down the left of the left leg. And then she has a matching cape. Yes, honey.
I do love Peter Dundas.
I know you love Dundas. And wow. And here's the sketch. Ugh, next level. The sketch. Looks like something Cher would wear. Really does. Beautiful. She looked a hell of a lot better than she did at the Oscars. You know, she was wearing that chartreuse looking like drapes, that it was short in the front, party in the back.
Yes.
That was not okay. Nolan, thank you so much for your time. But I will say this. Everyone looked really good, except for the people who didn't look really good. But it was fun to judge. And now we know a lot more about maybe new couture houses that we've never heard of.
You mean ones that don't exist?
Or Billy Porter and his purple lipstick and his pink opera gloves. Okay, girl. Yeah, I mean, what do you want? I mean, we loved Lil Nas X. I love Carrie Underwood. I love Kelsey Ballerini. She looked amazing. I mean, there was a lot, but is this the end of red carpet season? I know the GLAAD Awards was last week and Image Awards. What other award shows are coming up, Nolan?
Hopefully none.
Okay, hopefully none. So this has been a wonderful red carpet season. I appreciate your commentary. I appreciate your loves and your hates. And I appreciate you most of all, dear listener, fashion bestie. Thank you so much for tuning into the Fashion Crimes podcast. My name is Holly Cates. I am here with my stylist, my best gay, and of course, my fairy gay mother, Nolan Meter. I was in the Associated Press. It got picked up. I'm a big fucking deal. Let's get some more applause for me. Mazel tov to me. Make sure you read it. Check out our Instagram. Send us an email. Tell us what you want to hear. We have more client confessions coming up next week. This has been super fun. Nolan, thanks for always being my rock. What can I say?
Happy to do it.
Love you so much.
I'll be back for the Met Ball. Don't worry.
Oh, yes. Okay. This has been the Fashion Crimes podcast. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure you sign up for our email list so you can be part of the Fashion Insider Bestie Posse. My name is Holly Cates, your favorite personal stylist. And of course, the only Holly you need to know. This is the Fashion Crimes podcast. We are out.